Yo, what up? It's the Family Hour podcast. We out here.
What up? What up?
Yo, we got a couple special guests today. I-Spire and Sota-Cota. Say what's up.
What's up, brother? What's up? What's up?
How's it going, y'all?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, so I mean, we're just gonna jump right into it, man. I know we've been doing some shows recently, man. How's the shows been going for you guys?
They've been going good, man. They go. You want?
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly the same thing he said, bro. They've been going really good. We've been killing sets and shit, making new fans every single time that we perform. This guy, I know he's excited to talk about shit, so I'll let him take the mic for a little bit. But
How about like a personal favorite? Like, what's your favorite like venue or something you've been at recently?
All right. If I'm talking about Minnesota, it would probably be Underground. Club Underground.
Club Underground?
That was pretty fun. They got a nice stage there. They got nice.
The ceiling,
place, bro.
The ceiling's
You
dope
jumping?
as shit.
On the
But
ceiling.
was it Whiskey Dicks? I think out in South Dakota. Is it, they had that bubble machine. The bubble machine.
Bubble
That
machine.
must have been Harrisburg.
Harrisburg.
Had been Harrisburg. No, it was crazy. There's a sound guy and light guy there. He's in the rock and roll Hall of Fame.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and he
Hell
worked with
yeah.
some guy.
That's super dope.
Grown-ups are
Like fade it out.
going crazy for the bubbles.
Did it like shoot out bubbles or what?
It was from the ceiling. The bubbles. So he had the strobe light going with the bubbles falling from the ceiling, and it just made everyone feel like
Sounds like
kids
a good
again.
time
It
for a
was cool.
foam party or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it like advertised as a phone party, or is just like
No,
you
he
guys
was just like,
just...
"Hey, look at this." Click the button. The bubbles
Plus,
started
I
going.
guess for people watching, I was kind of confused. Was the Harrisburg show that was already set up like with the rest of the tour? I thought
Yeah,
that was
that
kind
was
of
the-
different.
Yeah,
Okay, that was part of it. Yeah,
That
we
was
just
on the
we
tour.
yeah.
That was around the ending of the tour, I think. It's hard. That shit blurred up. Blurred up.
Yeah, we didn't make it out to that show.
Yeah. I think that's why I questioned it because we didn't make it. I know you guys didn't.
We did
make
the
it, and I know you
KC,
made it.
Omaha, and the Sioux City, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
Sioux
Sioux
City,
yeah.
and then
Deer
you
River.
guys took
Minneapolis,
off,
Deer
and then-
River. Yeah.
We got the second run of that one
Minneapolis,
coming up though. Now it sounds to be fun.
Oh yeah, I've seen that actually. You got another tour going on with JROD.
Yeah.
What's the details with that?
So that one is I'm actually headlining that one this time, so that's fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah.
But we're
Okay.
doing same route, but I think we added Chicago in there this time.
Okay.
So yeah, I think there might be another city in there though that I'm blanking. But we did just
I'm
add a
sure
second
that's
leg.
some artist's first time going to Chicago for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been there like just as a person?
No,
Yeah.
no, but that's what I love about this music. It's been taking me everywhere, man. Like
Right.
I've got more places this past year than I have just in general.
It's a reason to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is nice to, you know what I mean. That's the best part about this is being able to see things that you normally wouldn't see. You know what I
Dude,
mean? Going
yeah.
to that abandoned building that we sit there and went
Yeah,
to. You know
That
what I
was
mean?
dope as fuck.
Me and this one all the way up to the top. That's
That was super
crazy,
dope, bro.
man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Holes in the floor and shit.
Kyle.
There's so much light up here. There's more.
Holy fuck, I just got tetanus.
I just got to tap this guy. I'm good.
Yeah. The fourth wall, bro. Check this out.
We just fucking broke it.
This is fire. That road. Just broke the fourth wall.
Fork wall, we broke the fork wall.
That's pretty dope stuff.
First time we opened up for Twisted Insane, we went out to Arizona.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, I mean, music just brings, you know, people to different places, so that's really cool. But let's get deeper into it. I know you started rapping, what, about how long you've been kind of actively in this?
I've like freestyled and stuff since like high school, obviously, but like hitting a microphone in an actual studio and all that. But now it's probably been like 10 months ago. Like
Okay.
getting on closer to the year.
Oh damn! I thought it was several years at least. But...
I know, just
So you've
jumping
only
by
been
with the-
recording music for less than a year.
Music has always been there. Like we used to do freestyles in the lunchroom and stuff, but having a kid young and taking work like I
How old are you right now?
I'm 26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little late. I wish I could have started earlier, but it's been fun as hell. Like this is where I feel like
It's crazy listening to your music that you've only been recording, you know what I mean, for less than a year because like I guess the maturity in the music, you know what I'm saying? Like just how you present yourself on the mic, how you know what I'm saying? That usually takes some people time to do.
And
you know what I
that's-
mean? So it's impressive.
That's what him and I were talking about on the ride up here is like, you know, that's his skill developed through rapping in high school and freestyling so much is why he's so good at doing it now. It's like,
Right.
It
Came
is-
natural.
yeah, it's like
It's
it's like
weird,
me
though.
listening to Tech Nine and shit, growing up, listening to
Developing
him
the
for
skill, yeah.
5 to 6 years before I started
Yeah.
actually rapping on my own. So the skill was there. It's just
It's always
implementing it
been there. I
and
mean,
doing-
even when I had to pick up a job, I'd be driving in my freestyling in the truck. Like there's always beats
Right.
on it, just
Right,
never had the
right.
mic.
Yeah,
I don't want to put negative light on it, but I think a lot of times what happens is the opposite. An artist starts off and then never changes because they stay them. They want to be like that thing, but they
Yeah.
never even hit anything to begin with. And years go by,
That's
they're
another
still
thing we
creating
were
the
talking
same
about.
content.
Like on the way up here, we're talking inspiration from music. Like I always like to ask what people get inspiration from music from.
Right.
And for me, my inspiration rarely comes from hip hop or rap. You know, like I'm listening to the bluegrass and the country and the rock and alternative and folk and all that.
We're jamming out to some fucking bluegrass coming up here.
You
Yeah.
hear lines and stuff from that, different cadences. It's not everyone trying to like compete with bars or anything like that, and it just gives you a whole new like. And that's what I mean with the change, yeah, because then you can hit a
Rhythm
beat
and
that's,
shit.
like,
And then, you know, like with today's music too, it takes you out of like the gangbanger mentality too. Like everybody's trying to be a gangbanger these days or rap
Right.
about doing gang shit. And it's like, if you listen to other genres of music, it creates a different mindset for what you're trying to talk about.
Right.
yeah, and the emotion that comes back with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. So I mean, being that you were talking about inspirations, what are some artists that influence you guys? You know what I mean? Inspired you to make music? I know you mentioned Tech Nine earlier, but you know what I mean. Other than that, you know what I mean. Who'd you grow up listening to?
For me, like, it's hard to like just name off one person because I grew up with a very music. Like, no one in my family made music, but they listened to every radio station. You know what I mean? Like, it was all across the board. But I think the pivotal moment for me was one day I was actually bowling when I was like 8. And the Michael Jackson Thriller music video came on the TV. Like, I'm in the lane, dude.
Of all things,
Of all the, no,
can we
I'm just
pause
sitting
for
there,
1
I'm
second, real quick?
I'm like, this
Play the Michael Jackson. No, I'm
But
sorry.
check it out. Check it out though. Like as a kid, you see this dude just made a whole song and basically a fucking movie
Yeah.
that everyone will stop and just watch for 5 minutes
Because it's
completely
captivating. Yeah, you don't even have to
you're like-
necessarily like the type of song
No.
it is, but it's still like, oh
And he looked like
damn.
he was just
man.
having fun as shit. He was just like, dude, he's just up there kicking. I was like, that's what's up, and that made me like want to do something with music.
Has the fucking makeup on and everything, looking like a zombie.
I was
and
like,
shit.
bro, like, I mean, you look around you in the world and everyone's complaining about their jobs. And I think that's something that fucks with people a lot when they want to be an artist. They're like, look how fun their life looks and all that stuff. And like, and that's the music alone is fun to you. That lifestyle ain't gonna be fun to you. You know what I mean? Like they think they want it and they get in there and it's the hustle that they don't want to obtain or keep going with. Like,
I don't
whole
know the
dark
quote,
side
but
of
it was actually like a Michael Jackson quote where he's like, I never once felt like I made what I wanted to make. I always felt like I was chasing
Something better.
that other thing. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's how.
That you can see just fine. Make some motherfucking noise.
I mean, that's how it is. Like with anything, you know what I mean. That it's hard to find a finish line. You know what I mean, especially in this game.
Constantly
you know what I'm
pushing
saying?
to better
It's
yourself,
you're always trying to push to better yourself. There's always the next show. There's the next achievement.
Yeah.
There's
Plus the
next,
negative
you know-
aspects, the doubt and the cost and the time spent and all these other things. So
But it's a weird
Yeah,
thing, man.
yeah.
I was actually talking to my mom about that the other day. I was like, this is the most chaotic my life has been in years, but I'm the happiest I've ever been in years. Like, it's that weird balance and set of like,
So you're adapting well then to it. I mean,
yeah, I mean, like, I love being in the fire.
okay.
That's
No,
where I'm.
I mean,
good.
it pushes you to become a better person, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like when you have time to relax and you're not like when you don't have something to lose, when you don't have an option to fail, you get comfortable. And
Definitely.
That just gets like I don't like that feeling, and because then I get lazy. And it's like, oh yeah, you have to have that option to fuck up, because then you gotta grind. At least for me.
that's how it is for me
You
too.
know,
Yeah.
Yeah. Without that, there's like what the fuck? What are we gonna do? Just sit here
Or
all
at
day?
least having the mentality that you're replaceable, you know?
Dog walking, 6'1", the beast has awoken, now saying welcome. Big dog walking, 6'1", the beast has awoken, now saying welcome. Big dog walking, 6'1".
Hey, this is Mayday from Acid Mints. You can go check out our new podcast, The Family Hour.
Mentality that you're replaceable, you know? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, if jealousy is a good thing to have, honestly, like non-toxic jealousy.
right.
I be seeing some people spit a bar, and I'm like, I wish I could fucking spit. like that.
No, yeah, 100%.
Like, damn, you go in there trying to do it yourself.
I think just as much as rapping is a skill, there's just certain parts of it that some people can't ever probably do.
Oh God,
Like,
I could
there's
never,
just
I
certain
could never
aspects of
freestyle
stuff
as
I
good as he
can't.
could,
Yeah,
and he probably could never chop as fast or
Exactly.
as,
Exactly.
you know, like me, like, but.
White boy, but I'm quick to talk that shit. Make a movie, fuck your plate. I grab that shit and let it spray.
Have waited what you feel like is longer in the game. What's your advice to like tell them to do it, I guess?
See, that's a hard question I'm dealing with myself still at this point, because at first I started just dropping I was like, just get it out there. I want that music out there. And then you start hearing the people say like, oh, this song was a hit, this song was a hit. And you realize like what you did differently as making those. Like, did you wait on one longer? Did you speed one up the other way? And then it got to the point where now I have like 15 in the vault and I forget they're there because I'm chasing that next one. And I'm in a battle of like, do I drop everything now?
Do you have projects?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, do I either drop those 15 or do I start building projects from those 15? So it's kind of like if you want to put, I'm at the point right now where I want to just do like features with people, start getting your name out there a little bit, show love to the people that are showing love to you. You know, while you're doing that, build up your catalog, drop a single here and there, get a video. You know, I mean, honestly, your content right now is bigger than your music as long as you got a couple songs out. The game is not just about your lyrics anymore. You have to play this stupid ass game of being on the internet, playing social media, talking to the people. That is almost 75% of it compared to the songs you're making in here. Because you can drop those any day. They're there. Don't rush them. Tomorrow you might not like it. Like,
honestly, that's why we be just dropping music. Because at this point, like, dude, that song, even if people didn't like the song, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna forget about it by next week. You know what I mean? We're in such a fast pace, and you know what I mean. As long as you're engaging with people, you know what I'm saying, actively, whatever. That's why. That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather just keep dropping and keeping my name new instead of. They hear a song from me and they're like, yeah, you made that like 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, I mean,
I think it plays on.
It's a balance.
I think it's also individualized. Like, everyone's gonna have a different route to take with that.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
If every single artist every day released a song, like what the fuck would we ever be interested in? Obviously.
Right. Like everybody. Yeah.
So it's been 4 months since I dropped a song, and the whole time I've been thinking of that, I'm like, I need to get more music out. But my numbers are still consecutively climbing every day. It's because of the new content that you're making. You know, you can drop a freestyle here and there and that. But that's kind of where I'm waiting now on, like, build a project, because I see the growth still coming to just like boom. So that's what I mean by individualized. Like, some things work for other people. Smart people have different things that work. Just don't fucking rush yourself. Like see when it's not going the way. When you feel like you're forcing yourself, take a step back. That's all I would say. Don't force it.
Yeah, because if you force it, like anything, it's probably gonna end up coming out like shit.
Exactly. Like, it should naturally come out. You should be eager to get it out there. You shouldn't be like questioning, should I put it out or not?
Yeah.
If you're questioning it, it's not ready.
Yeah.
Put it out.
That's a good way to look at it. If you're questioning it, it's just clearly it's not ready.
Yeah, it's not ready. You shouldn't be questioning it.
I'd say when does an artist kind of decide when to have a mixed bag of a project versus like separating when they release stuff that's like of a certain sound?
I think he'd probably, because I'm at that point, so I haven't crossed that road. But I bet he has.
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess it's just really what you feel and what you like, because like at the end of the day, it should matter about a fan base, but like if you're making music for yourself, then it's really whatever you're comfortable with and what you think sounds good and goes together.
That's what it is. It's the love of, like, don't do it for, if you're in music for the love of it, you shouldn't be doing it for anything else.
Right, exactly. You know, like it's just whatever catches your ear and what you think should go where, you know?
Yeah. See, I like making projects sometimes when it's like consecutive. All right, these are all like hip hop songs, you know, or this are all hard songs. That's kind of what I'm saying.
Like,
as far as marketing,
you know, like have a good mindset on it too. Like, you don't obviously want to be mixing a whole bunch of genres into one album. And
that's kind of why I was asking Sota-Cota. Like, how many songs do you think you've acquired over this 10 months or however long? How many do you think you have in the vault now?
I have probably about 15.
15. And are they kind of like a wide range of
And
types of beats
where
and
I'm
stuff?
at right now, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't put all those 15 on the same track.
You don't think it would work?
No. So
See,
now
I
I'm
feel like
having
you're.
to
I feel like you're
categorize.
trying to say otherwise or
No,
something.
honestly, I'm the complete opposite. When I would listen to an album, I want something different. Like if you listen to, you know what I mean, example, you know what I mean, like a Tech Nine
But-
album.
It's
Yeah.
You
good.
listen
with
to a
Tech Nine for
album,
sure.
sorry,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get the same.
He's
sound.
gonna have a sad
no,
one,
no,
a metal
but you
one, a
can tell it's
dubstep
Tech
one.
Nine song.
It all fits
Well,
the
yeah.
So that's
same.
what I mean. Like right now, I'm at a point where I have some songs that are like, oh, you could tell that's the same.
That is
called
true.
hip-hop.
He all makes it fit the same theme. You know,
Theming.
has
That's
the same.
Yeah,
same
like it might be way
lane
different
that it
vibe.
fits in.
Yeah.
But like if, for example, Tech Nine were to do a country album, he's probably gonna, or a country song, he's probably gonna do a whole country album instead of just throwing a.
Because
country
it's
song
too.
on, like,
It's too much of an
Midwest
outlier.
trapper
Yeah.
song.
Okay, I guess maybe Tech Nine's a bad example if that's not catching with you. But I'm just saying, like, listen to a classic hip hop album. There's diversity. You got the song that's about the love
right.
No,
interest
so that's what
song.
I'm
You
saying,
got this
like,
beat
no,
song. You
right,
got the
right.
gangster song.
You got the emotion on
I'm-
that, but it's the sound.
And
The
I definitely
sound that's
agree to that,
different.
but-
Because I have a song. I have a
I'd say
couple
even when
songs-
beats are the same. Sorry to interrupt, but even like with boom bap stuff like Nas, you got to think like, yes, it's consistently the same type of snare hit and boom bap type beat, but it's delivered way differently. It's the concept wise and stuff. So there's always room for like those wide range within one project. But I do like things that are like
Okay, go
consecutively
from
similar
Illmatic,
sounds.
I mean, being that you brought up Nas, I mean, yes, is he the typical, you know, lyrical rapper, boom bap? But if you listen to New York State of Mind compared to One Love, completely different.
Hook styles.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm getting
Yeah,
at.
like,
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
it's-
The beats might be somewhat
It's
similar,
the
but they're
structure
still
of it. Like,
right.
if I released an album right now with all those songs on there, you would like.
It is about structure.
It's too much of a roller coaster of emotion and feeling. Like you go from being like.
That's the
okay,
answer we're looking for.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
You at one point you're like, oh yeah, I'm in my thoughts and my feels, and next thing you know, you're fucking turning the fuck up, and like you can do that, but like at this point for me, if I'm calling it an album, that's like real artwork from me. I'm taking that personal. I want that to be constructed in the way that I'm happy with, and I feel like it's really touching and making a message. Mixtapes and all that stuff, cool, whatever. You can fucking do whatever the hell you want on those, but like I don't know. For me personally, an album is like that's your masterpiece. You know what I mean? That's your thing that you're putting out there. So like have a clear direction with where that's going. Yeah, you can throw in other shit to like bounce it out because obviously you don't want them thinking it's the whole thing straight through. But I can't go from doing, oh, we're chilling in our fields to some crazy ass just. You know what I mean? It's like when you're in that depressed mode in your car and you have fucking your Spotify on shuffle and you're like in your feels, and the next thing you know, some wild song comes on. You're like, I'm not feeling this right now. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like the emotion can connect with you, and it don't fit for me.
Dynamics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess shift gears. I mean, what?
Like to play games, something like 8-ball. Yeah, I like to slang things, funk. I don't need no block to put it on the plot. I don't plot. Got my blade right beside me. Ain't no pride, yo, pride. Body strong, my be top. That's all I want. When it's scary.
They done brought in the tank. Fat man from the soda. They
What's next for you guys? You guys got an album coming out? Any projects? I mean, I know we kind of touched up on it a little bit, but I mean, we haven't heard too much from you, I-Spire.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you got going? I mean, you and Bedbury have a project together. You got a solo project? Anything coming up?
Definitely a solo project that's being worked on currently. It's probably about halfway through right now. It's just shit that we've been creating. But Bedbury Music does have songs that are in creation right now that are soon to be dropped. They just have to, a couple of them just have to need some final touches on them that King Dreadberry needs to finish up there.
King
but-
Dreadberry.
Yeah. So I mean, so obviously the music's going.
Music's
the
going
shows ain't
good, yeah.
stopping.
We've been hopping on as many shows as that we can. We have one tonight at the Wagon Wheel here, so if you see this shit, turn out. But then there's the tour coming here in August or September, like we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, I can hop out a bunch of shows for that. But
Yeah, we've been doing shows.
yeah, music and shit's going really good. Personal life has been getting in the way for a bunch of that kind of shit, though. Got a 2-year-old daughter and work-related stuff that's been going really good. I'm gonna be a manager by the end of the summer, so
Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
I mean, that's what I mean. You three in particular, because all three of you, I mean, even Bedbury, you guys all have children and stuff like that. Like,
It's
I
the
mean,
father
it's definitely a
podcast,
struggle
family
to
hour.
balance, I
Man,
guess.
it takes-
you know
takes-
what I mean?
it takes a
trying
lot
to
out
get
of you.
everything.
I mean,
or how do your kids even feel about it? Like, do they know about your music? Do they listen? You know what I mean? I know your kid's a little young, but you know what I'm trying to say.
She absolutely loves
as
it,
far
bro.
as-
Like I rap and sing for her and everything, and you know she tries her best to
That's great.
get into it. She dances and shit for me, and
I got a track with my son. I recorded one with him the other day.
That's
Actually, on
great.
the
that's
phone.
awesome, bro.
Yeah, it's just cool as hell to see.
How
him
old's,
try it out.
how old's he?
He's 6.
Okay,
So,
yeah, see, and he's already spitting bars.
Yeah, I mean, it took me a good 2 weeks to convince him. I'm like, look, this is how you talk on them like that. But then he just, I love hearing it. Every time I get down my eye, then you hear that real quick.
Yeah,
I think that's a really cool thing to see, and I guess I've seen it with artists over time. Is when they do get their kids on, you know what I mean, the one song. It's not on
Multiple,
where they're doing
yeah.
with a whole project together. They're not there, you know what I mean. But they got the, you know, thing. I know Jelly Roll. He had his daughter on a song.
Chris
I
Calico,
know-
for example, he had his son do a whole bunch of intros for his bunch of songs that he's
Well, I
on.
think the cool
Really?
part of that
Yeah.
is like when you put your kid in the car after recording that song with them, and you play it on a
Or-
radio in the car, and they're like, "I'm being played through the radio."
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see little
He's
kids'
seeing
eyes,
it
you're
through
like,
their eyes.
Yeah, you're like, look it, dude. We can play you anywhere.
Yeah. I don't remember what song I had my daughter do, but it was a long time ago.
They're awesome,
Now
though.
it's the opposite, is what I was trying to say. Because my kid is 13 and she has no interest.
yeah.
She's annoyed that I'm up here right now. You know what I mean? So that's about it.
Well, I feel the annoyance though too. Like my kid, I mean, my kid's 6, so he's starting to ask like, "When are you gonna be back from the show?"
That's
How long is
yeah.
the show?
That's what it is. She's
Yeah.
known. She knows all the shows. She knows all the time it takes and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
so.
a grind. It's
Yeah.
definitely a grind.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. Something else I'd like to say, like, chase your dreams to your kid. Kind of, you know what I mean? You're proving to your kid you can go chase a dream.
Exactly.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You know what? I'm
Hell yeah.
trying to chase this down. You can
Yo.
do it too.
Oh yeah, you're teaching them not to give up on their dreams and on their
Exactly.
goals, whatever their aspirations might
No
be.
matter
You
what
know what
it
I
is.
mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
hard. These are the hard times you gotta go through. Life ain't gonna just hand you nothing. So
Yeah, you want to be the president of the United States, you can do it, but you know what I mean. Get ready
have to
for
put in
it.
the work
you know
for
what I
gotta
mean?
take some damn work. Yeah, that's for sure.
For sure. Well, you know what I mean. Any announcements that we want to, say before we close up? I know we got Cut
Say-
Calhoun June 23rd.
Yeah,
Club
Cut
Underground.
Calhoun coming up.
Fuck
We
yeah.
got anybody on the flyer for tickets, or you can go to eventbrite.com. You can go get them there.
So last episode we didn't even really make light of it, but me and Mayday we just finished dropping our product. Nobody is safe too, so check that shit out. Got a couple music videos. About to drop it to all platforms soon, as possible. But yeah, we got most of the songs up on YouTube right now.
We got my tour starts July. We're gonna hit Minnesota, Wisconsin, South Dakota, Chicago. That whole run's gonna be out there. I'm at Sota-Cota on all platforms. That's where you're gonna see everything posted. I think the 28th I have a show, but I can't tell you the club right now. So that's why you should go check the social media at Sota-Cota.
He's doing so
hell
many
yeah.
shows, he forgot the
Yeah,
venues.
I mean,
Yeah,
just
shows
wanna
on shows on
make
shows.
sure I know. I think the second leg of the tour extends into August.
Hey,
And yeah, we got a lot more shows coming up in the middle of that, and mixtape on the way, album in the works. Single's about to drop.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well,
You can find all three of us on fucking any social media platform. Sota-Cota, Bedbury Music, Acid Mints. Fucking check us out if you haven't already.
Click, click, click. They matter. All those clicks
They
matter.
do.
Hell yeah, hell
Clicks,
yeah.
they
And
take
if-
2 seconds.
And
they
if a
matter.
show comes to your city, make sure that you turn up.
man.
hey, and if you guys want to bring us to your city, definitely hit the inbox.
For real,
email
though.
Us,
Do it,
get a hold
please.
of us.
This
Summer
is how we
warm,
build this
please warm.
shit.
I don't want no more snow. It's
Warm.
Like just fucking sun, some over
It's
sun.
fucking snowing, man.
Maybe some water.
This shit is cold as hell.
Well,
Shit.
again, we are Acid Mints. This is Sota-Cota.
Family
I-Spire.
hour.
We're in Deer River tonight. A wagon wheel. Come check us out and see you for the next episode.
Keep watching.
The next episode. Whoa.
All about the
Let me
paper.
finish this fifth, and I can meet you on sixth. If you really need a quick little eighth, with a flick of the wrist, I can get rid of you quick and fuck around it, you'll be replaced. Yeah, death is speak no will, and free minds always seem to get more.